Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to learn the lowercase letter L. At this point, you know a lot of letters. I, T, U, W, and E. If you can write a lowercase e, you can write a lowercase l. They're the same strokes. Here's lowercase l. Undercurve, loop back, undercurve. Here's an E. Undercurve, loop back, undercurve, and here's an L. Undercurve, loop back, undercurve. Undercurve, loop back, undercurve. Undercurve, loop back, undercurve. You can see the L is made up of the same strokes as the E, but the size is different. Remember, practicing on a whiteboard like I have or a blank piece of paper is helpful when learning the shape. That's the first thing I'd like you to concentrate on, the shape of your letters. And then when you're ready to move on to lined paper, you can practice and work on size, shape, and also slant. Let's practice some L joinings. L is an undercurved letter like all the letters you learned so far. I'm going to do a whole bunch. I'm hoping you can read them as I write them because you're getting very good at reading cursive. Here they are. Can you read those two letters? And here's the trickiest one. Up once, up twice, up 3 times. Give it a hook. Undercurve, loop back, undercurve. The word owl has a WL in it, so it's an important connection to learn, but tricky. Boys and girls, if you said LI, LE, LT, EL, and WL, you're correct. I'd like you to practice just those joinings on a blank piece of paper or a lined cursive paper before you go on to any words. Practice, practice, practice. Practice really helps you get really good at the 4 keys to legibility: the size of your letters, the shape of your letters, the slant of your letters, and the spacing between letters and words. Here are some words you can now write with the letters that you know. I'm wondering when I'm done writing them if you know what they say. I'll bet you do. Notice I'm being really careful. I'm focused and I'm writing carefully and slowly. If you read lit, let, tell, and will, you're getting really good at writing in cursive. I think we're ready to move on to some line paper. When practicing your cursive on lined paper, it's really important to pay attention to the 4 keys of legibility: size, shape, spacing between your letters, and the slant of your letters. Remember, slanting the paper will help you slant your writing. If you're a righty, it slants this way, to the right, towards your right elbow. If you're a lefty, it slants towards your body, to the left. Here are some joinings and words on lined paper. Here's our L. undercurve to the top line, loop back, undercurve, undercurve, loop back, undercurve, undercurve, loop back, undercurve, undercurve, loop back, undercurve. There are your lowercase l's. So I'd like you to circle your best on each line. I think this one's my best size and my best shape. Let's practice some joinings. And there's that WL. Tricky. Here's some joinings. Remember, 2 or 3 letter joinings are really good practice for uniform slant and uniform spacing. And some words. And will and let. Let's talk about some common L mistakes to watch out for. Here's the most common one. Take a look at it. Size, shape, spacing, or slant. Well, the size is okay. I started at the bottom line. My L went to the top line. Spacing is fine because there aren't any other letters. Shape is fine too. If you said slant, you're right. There is no slant on this L, and cursive letters are always slanted, so slant your paper to help you slant. Undercurve, loop back, undercurve. Here's another common mistake. I see this sometimes, and I also see this sometimes. If you said shape, you're right. This one's okay. This loop back is too wide, and this loop back is too narrow. So watch out for those mistakes too. All right, boys and girls, that's it. Make sure you practice with your finger in the air, with your finger on your desktop, and saying the words. That all of those things help your brain remember shape. And practice, practice, practice. Trace first when you're practicing on your L sheet and circle your best work on each line. See you tomorrow.